It's now nearly the end of October. We still got November, which is still spring, and December is summer in Australia. These plants has been growing inside, and I am now going to take them out. And this beautiful one, although I'd hate to bring it outside, but see the roots are all just sticking out. I'm taking this outside too. So with this lot here. So they're all gonna go outside. I'm gonna leave this blue surprise here. And what else I'm gonna take? Okay, that one. Oopsie. Okay, blue surprise I'll swap. So there you go. So I'm taking these ones outside. Hello there. My name is Liz, a self-confessed succulent addict. Welcome to my channel, Growing Succulents. Let there be light. Okay, I'm taking these ones out. Okay, you can stay here, babies, for now. I can't put you out there straight away or else you're just gonna die. So I'm acclimatizing you slowly. So I'll leave it here for a few days and then I'll take it out into my shade cloth 50 zone area. This is my shade cloth 50% UV area. That means all the plants I kept here have protection from direct sunlight and only experiences filtered light. When it comes to frost, so for those people who live in a temperate zone wherein you get frost, they are exposed to the frost, but overhead covering sort of protects them. That's the beauty of having the UV 50% area. Now on the opposite side there, the plants that are on top have no protection from the frost and the sun and the elements and the wind and hail, so just hope we don't get hail. But the second shelf from the top do get certain amount of protection from the top. So, but the ones that are out here, so these ones here, I just do the side, they don't get protection at all. The first set of pots that are outside. The ones that are inside get certain amount of protection. So in here I've got my Romeo, my Taurus. This one is Polydornis Christmas, Christmas Eve. That's came as labeled as, and then this is called Muranii, but it's a tissue culture. This one, well, the label says Muranii, but I believe this is a tissue culture of Muranii, not the standard issued one. And this one is Jade Point, if my memory serves me right, because the label is on the other side. And I've got Debbie, well, so on and so forth. So also inside here I've got, what are you? Other plants. Okay, so you can see what is being on the protected area is much bigger but greener compared to the ones that are exposed to the sun. So even that huge Echeveria halbingeri. So look how big they are. Okay, I just put my hand on it for comparison. Don't want to take it out. Okay, so you can see that it's quite a big plant. This is my mother plant, by the way. And normally the one that are grown outside, this is my Echeveria halbingeri, grown in the sun, and it's still sort of partly getting morning sun, midday sun, and afternoon sun. And look at the size. So it's twice or 50% smaller than the other one that's in the shade. So say for example, if I were to take one of the pots or one of the plants that are grown in this 50% UV area and take it out into full sun without slowly acclimatizing them. Okay, so even over there, so from the back there, before I put the ones that are in the back to the front, I would slowly say take this out, the front pot, and just slowly ease this one sort of halfway to slowly go into the front. So I'd probably leave that there for about a week and each day as I walk past, I would slowly move that an inch, an inch, an inch, an inch, an inch, until eventually it sits in the front, like so. And after a few weeks of it being accustomed to this area, then I will move that up the top. Now, when I do that, I would only do that when the temperature is low, or the temperature doesn't get too high. So say for example, anything below 30 degrees Celsius is when I do all my plant moving. Okay, so I'll put that one back. So I keep an eye on the weather when I do that. So if, say for example, today the forecast I think was we're getting a high of 18 temperature wise. So if it says I think maximum of 22 or something like that today, and that's a perfect time to do some moving of the pots for my succulents. And if you don't do that, okay, so even this one's here. So this one, the Romeo's been living here all this time. I actually moved that into over here, which is a more sunny area, and I just move it back here because I keep hitting the flowers. So it's flowering and it sort of sticks out a bit, so you can see. So now it sort of goes halfway here. I can turn it to the side, but it's hitting other pots and I'm hitting the other plants here. So I decided to move that back there just yesterday. And this one is Echeveria Moonglow. This used to live in my 50 area, somewhere at the back over there of my Graptopetalum Mendoza Marinae. Now this is the same plant on one of my relaxing video or meditative succulent therapy video. That footage was taken last year, and then now it's already grown again, and look at it, look how thick the flowers is again. So it's time for a haircut again, or cleaning. So anyway, that Echeveria Moonglow used to live right there where that Ionium kiwi is now. Is that beautiful? Look at that, beautiful. So that used to live in my covered zone as well. So it's slowly taking plants out, because if I don't do that, this is what is going to happen. I'm going to take you now. So this one is, say, still covered. So any plants that I put here are still partially protected from the sun. So that side there, so it's about 12 o'clock right now. I think it's coming on to 1 o'clock. Yeah, I think it's more 1 o'clock. I can't see the time, but anyway, it's in the afternoon now, and I'm walking, and I'm seeing beautiful plants. If you don't do that, this is what's gonna happen. My Setorum Victor. Look, I put it out here. I mean, it still gets morning sun, midday sun, and protected from the harsh afternoon sun, because the afternoon sun comes from that side. I don't want to do orientation because people just get confused. Well, I get confused with my north, south, east, west. So I prefer to say morning sun, afternoon sun, midday sun. There you go. So this one now, so this is getting, I would say, about 60% direct sunlight. And I took this out about a week ago from being grown inside my 50 zone area, tucked in right inside where it doesn't get any direct sun at all. So that's what happens when you don't acclimatize and you put your plant straight out there. So you have to slowly put it out. So my best course of action, say for example, if I wanted to acclimatize this one, is, okay, let's go back to my 50 zone area, is to put it from, okay, so I've got one shelf, two shelf. So this is actually, the first one is right up the top, the second one, the third one, and that poor thing, the Setorum Victor, used to live somewhere out at the back here. Oh, look at my Miranda. Oh my goodness, look at the babies. This is a head chop. So I chopped the head off of the mother plant and taken a whole heap of leaves of that. I'm getting sidetracked again in it. Like, okay, so that's Setorum victor. He used to live where that Echeveria pudgy is now. Look at that. So that used to live in that spot there. Actually, I just moved those things around. The mutant used to be out here and I just put it there because I'm rearranging stuff. And I moved it from the back to that spot there. Okay, so there's an empty spot. That's where the Setorum victor used to live. And then from that spot, which hardly gets any sun at all, straight into the 60% sunlight. Now that happens, it burns. Okay, now I'm going to show you other ones that I haven't burnt. So we'll come back here. I mean, some people might skip this, but I advise you don't do that because you don't get to see the different parts that get direct sunlight and doesn't get direct sunlight. So it's the same thing as these ones here. So this Graptopetalum pentandrum superbum used to live over in that area there. So that gets still almost after lunch sun. So if I move this one here now, okay, so from this spot here now, okay, so from this spot here, I'm going to move it slowly to there. That is the amount of sunlight it's getting, and it's also getting afternoon sun. So it's used to that area, so I can put them at the full sun and partial sun if I want to, because these ones are sort of semi-exposed. Okay, so now this one, this is a Euphorbia Milli Vanilli. This one still not enough water. That lived down here. Okay, I put you back here. Even they do get burned as well, so they need acclimatizing as well. So that just mainly gets partial afternoon sun, and probably about 2 hours of direct sunlight on that plant there next to the Lowie. Look at the Lowie. And so these ones, even though they are sun-loving plants, I would not put them directly out. So I would house them first. So say, for example, the Setorum victor, the best course of action for the Setorum victor is from the 50 zone area. So I would put it in here. So this is partial sun. So this probably gets about 50% direct sunlight, this area here. And so that's why you can see a lot of the plants are nice and big and fat, and not as red as I would like them to be, because they're not really getting the full sunlight compared to those area there. So I know it's a lot to take in to explain it, but all I'm saying is that you slowly put them, don't do direct. And even if you have to go put it out in the sun and take it back in, but you have to consider midday sun and up to the 3 o'clock sun, then I advise don't put your plants out there. Maybe put it out if you really have to at about, say, the 4 o'clock or the 5 o'clock. Depends on your time zone, if you have daylight saving time as well. See, so you can put it out at, say, 5 o'clock just to be safe. Here in Australia, we still get sunlight until about 8 o'clock now in springtime. So it stays light till late. So again, these ones are all sort of acclimatized. Even my Echeveria Blue Wren here, this is just mainly growing in the shade. And that one, I just put that Gasteria is all red, or Guster Aloe. I think, yeah, are you Guster Aloe? Something like that. Hang on, let me see the label without getting spiky. Oh, Gasteria. Yep. Dentary, there you go. Oh, Durban. Gasteria Durban. Okay. This one, I have been putting it out in the sun. And then now I'm slowly, and it went all red. And then now I put it back in the corner there, and so as my Sirius. Because my Sirius, Echeveria Gavoides Sirius over there, used to live where that lady that needs to be filled with hot, okay, where this one was, this Euphorbia. And Now I decided to put it back there because it's just growing slow. So I'd want it to grow a bit faster, so I put it in there. So again, a lot of these plants, I can really put them out. Even this one, this Dorothea loves the sun, but coming from that covered area there, I would advise not to leave it out here because that's just gonna burn as well. So this one now, it's already had about 4 hours of sunlight. I'm gonna take it back in again. The same as with my cactus here, that I forgot what it's called, but anyway, it's beautiful, so it's nice and purple. It was green before when I got it, but then now it's gone that color because that experiences afternoon sun. So I'll just check if there's mealybugs or anything as well. But anyway, I can't see anything. I think I might see, maybe that's a mealybug over there. Okay, that tiny one. Anyway, so this one now lives here for about, I think I got this less than a year. This is summer. I got this in summer and it was just a green plant. And now, look at the beautiful colors. So let's go on the other side. Oh, see, it's more green. We're sort of covered, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful, beautiful cactus. So I'll just check if it's rotted or anything like that. No, it shouldn't be because I haven't watered it for a while. But anyway, so I hope you you understood what I'm trying to say, because I can be very difficult in explaining things sometimes. I get my words muddled up and I get distracted all the time. So, but I hope you get the gist of what I'm saying. So even this area here, so you can see that that part there is a acclimatization zone. Those Ionium has to go because they have been acclimatized and they're getting really, really tall now. See, that's about almost a meter high, like just down to the bottom there. So that needs to go out in the front, and I have to do something else in here, put something else in here that I'm planning to do, put some more shelves of plants that I need to acclimatize. So this is a good area to acclimatize. So anything I put in here, they still color up, so like those ones, but this ones needs to be transplanted. That's already 4 years old in that pot, and it gets tortured from the winter, and it comes back in spring and summer, but then again it kept getting exposed to the element and protected again, something like that. So that needs to go into my covered protected zone. So if you have any questions or comment, please leave a comment below and I'll try and answer your question as much as I can. Fully understand what the question is. Okay, I am losing track again because I just saw this. Look at the colors. This is just Echeveria Pearl von Nonberg, short for PVN, or PVN for short. See what I mean? Okay, so this one needs cleaning up. That is Sovereign Blue. Anyway, just too many plants, too many distractions, and everything is flaring up. So, acclimatize your plants. Oh, look at that. Oh, gorgeous. Okay, this is sunlight. They look different than, we had rain again last night. It all rained the whole day, just about. Couldn't even get out here. I was walking in the rain with an umbrella. But anyway, this one's now just... Actually, I'm talking to you, but I'm also look at the Lilacina. I'm checking to see if there's any root rotting or anything. Look how beautiful that is. Oh, I should really look. Look how pink that Lilacina is. Oh my goodness. But this one is still, I've grown them myself, and this one is still the cutest, the pinkest, even though it's in a pink pot. It's like getting pink overload, but it's just so gorgeous. Okay, you go back in there. Oh, okay, this one needs cleaning up. What are you? Blue Minima. My Blue Minima. Oh, you need to be cleaned up again. Oh, you are so gorgeous, nice and fat. Okay, there you go. Thank you for watching, guys. Okay, I'm gonna go inside and have a cuppa now. Yeah, and also move my plants that's gonna get sunburnt back into the protected area. Oh my goodness, you look so beautiful. Oh, I need to report you. My Romeo is still alive, even though despite of all the rain. Look, there's still water on my PVN there. Goes to show that how much these plants can actually take. Oh, look at that, the Capitella. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, So this is now 11 days later from my outdoor covered area. I need to move these babies now into my 50 zone area. Okie dokie. Don't drop it, don't drop it. Okay. It's a long, long walk to that area where we're going to. I want to sing, but then... Ooh, we have a bird flying around. Okay, now, I just pull back here. So this is now my 50% UV covered area. And I am putting that, well, second shelf to the bottom. And this is now where they're going to be acclimatizing for a while, along with my Ebony. Look, Ebony, he's already been here for about longer than the, actually 11 days, sorry. They're the same time when I put them out. Hang on, where are you? Amestros actually the longest has been here. And this is my Miranda that I chopped off, which could be a prolifera. But anyway, so this one now, I am going to put you right in. There you go. So that way, look, it'll still have plenty of light. Gonna get used to the dappled sun that's gonna hit those plants. And I'm gonna leave them here for a while. And the next time you'll see them, they'll be already be planted in separate pots, separated individually or put in a big pot. And it's starting to rain again, so I better go inside.